Hello friends, welcome back to A Drill and a Dream. So today I'm continuing to work on the patio project, but in a slightly different way because I need a break from those heavy stones. It is such hard work and my body is just not used to this level of intensity. Especially, and now it's hot all of a sudden, so which is nice, but also extremely adding to the level of exhaustion that I'm feeling. So today I was thinking I could do something a little bit lighter, and that is to work on the steps. So yesterday I started on this project. I got the steps all cleaned off. I got a lot of the dirt out from in between the cracks, so there's enough room to put a little bit of sand down there in order to place the stones in between. I want to do kind of like a mosaic in the empty spots and try to fill them up as much as possible with stones. So the stairs look magnificent. Just having them swept off is like wowdy-dow. One of the things I decided yesterday is that I'm going to take up this stone because I can use it in the patio at the top. Goodness knows I can use whatever bigger stones I can find. And then this is what you're missing. Being in fast motion, me moaning and groaning, picking up stones that weigh like as much as I do. It's no wonder that every single muscle in my body is just like, ugh. It's looking good. And I just keep reminding myself, slow and steady wins the race. So I'm gonna have to get some slightly bigger stones to fill this area, but I just couldn't seem to get that right. It was always wobbling a little bit and it was just higher. This over here is just higher than there. So I'm thinking if I slant it down in a less intense way, like just slowly slant it down, then that would be probably a better look. I'm really happy to have the dirt down lower now. There were already like weeds and stuff growing. My hope is to cover up as much as possible with stones. And even these weird kind of areas, like I had put some rocks here, they seem pretty secure. If I could do that kind of thing for these areas here, obviously I'm going to put some stones on the top, but then if I can put like a circular block underneath here to kind of stop the areas with dirt from being receiving sunlight and growing weeds. Obviously some of it's unavoidable, but I'm going to avoid what I can. And I need to have pretty thin stuff because here it's like the rock is broken. So this is still part of this rock, but it's just, I'm going to put more rocks on top of it. Probably not that one. If I can figure out where I want things to go, generally, that looks really nice, but is it too high? No, it might be fine. Especially on the steps here. There's some variance in the height and stuff, but at least there won't be any furniture on it. Oopsie. That answers that. See, it just like very much goes up here. I tried to put, and I did put a little bit of rocks underneath on that side, but I feel like this whole side of the step is just further down, and that's okay. It's, you know, natural. But that might work. Okay. Not quite. It's pretty good. Oh boy. Okay. Maybe I should set these bigger ones before I start laying all of these down. Whew. Guys, I don't remember if I already said this, but I think I overdid it yesterday. It was my day off. And I think that I need to keep myself down to working like maybe 2 hours a day on stone stuff, because I worked a lot more than that yesterday. And I'm just like tired, so tired. And just being like the first hot days of the year, really not used to it. Okay. Okay, sand time. So my goal is to put sand down to set the stones, and then do stone dust in between, just like up top. And I'm hoping that that will work okay, even on the steps. Like I said, hopefully I can kind of cover these cracks to stop things from growing out. And then down the road, if that doesn't work, I could consider trying to like cement them in place. But hopefully this will be okay. Okay, so I think these will work for big ones, and then I'll probably just fill in the rest with some smaller rocks. So, yeah. And then hopefully the rest of everywhere will just be smaller ones that I'll fit in like little mosaics. That's the goal. My goal for everywhere is to try to keep the cracks down to 2 inches. Ideally, some places have 3 inches, but not any more than that. And I'm hoping that, and I'm trying to do even less on the stairs. Honestly, I'm trying to get them really close together as much as possible. But I'm hoping that that will keep the weeds from being too bad in the future. So I'm gonna get to work. Okay guys, I am thrilled because I did not think that I was actually gonna get this done. Once I got it going, I was like, there's no way I'm getting this done today. But I did, I got it all done and it looks so nice, especially with it swept off. It just, wow, it helps so much. I think it looks gorgeous. I can't get over how much it helps to get all of the cracks filled in. And I just think it looks really kind of put together. I like how there are no cracks so much in front as well. I really tried to get as little spaces as possible for weeds to come through. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. I especially like this step. I think it's fun with all of I really like this row of little rocks. It's just a lot of fun, really nice. And I think it's gonna look top-notch when I actually get the stone dust in. So that is going to be the real finishing touch. But just seeing how it is now that it's swept off makes me think it's gonna look really, really nice. So it was a lot of work, but I think it was worth it. My only fear is that, I just hope that the rocks stay in place with the stone dust. I'm probably gonna have to dig out more of this sand in some of the cracks. I'm thinking for everything, I'm gonna have to go through and make sure that the cracks are really cracky, so that the stone dust can go in. That'll be a project for another day. For now, I'm just happy that all the rocks are in and looking gorgeous. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a fun little puzzle to get all of the rocks in all of the cracks, and I think it turned out really, really nice. And yay for completing a project. It feels good because goodness knows this guy behind me is really long, drawn out affair. So although it's fun to see the progress every day, it's definitely not the feeling of like a finished project accomplishment. So this feels really, really nice. And it gave me a bit of a reprieve from the big stones back there. And tomorrow I will get back to work on that. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It sure is a beautiful evening. I don't know if you can hear the birds chirping, the stream running, babbling brook, the beautiful flowers blooming, and the feeling of a good job done. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time on A Drill and a Dream.